is that it? We're returning to Thermal now? I think so.
Well, no, let's go down and do the Spinebreaker post just because we have to fly down there, which we have the flight dude over here.
Oh, he has a quest.
Yeah, no, it's just you can go back and do that bombing.
Oh, yeah, okay, so it's a regular. Okay.
So we're going to Spinebreaker post. So we'll do these. We should be able to get a flight back here, and then we can go up to whatever it is, the Thromar.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was funny. But there's been several times that people have told me this. Like, if I wrote a book, they would, just if you wrote a book, the world according to fear. But I would buy it.
It depends what we decide to write about, but yeah, it would be interesting. So, did you hear about that movie coming out tomorrow called Hardcore Henry?
It's very familiar, but I don't know anything about it.
It's a movie that was basically shot almost entirely with a GoPro, so it basically looks like the first person point of view for the hero.
Okay.
There's trailers and stuff online. It's holy crap! Look at all the quests around here. It actually looks pretty interesting. Unstable warp generator. Defeat the ghosts. What else we got? Apothecary, blah blah. Here's your sample. Cursed cauldron. Vine leaf plants. Ooh, what a boring quest. Okay.
Oh, there's one out here.
Yep. What do we got?
I vaguely remember hearing about that, but not like there's no real specifics.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think first, huh? The Make Them Listen, the number 4.
That one is the closest. So yeah, let's go ahead and knock that one out.
Yeah. So apparently, I was watching online some YouTube stuff online about the changes to the DC extended universe that apparently they're going to be making for whatever reason, but a lot of I guess a lot of the press releases are like highlighting the word fun. Like, we're gonna start having a lot of fun with this, and we're gonna make sure that people can have fun with this world. And the person who's reading it online, she was just like, okay, listen, there's one thing about changing things to make things more interesting, but the lack of fun was not the problem.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I didn't have fun. Maybe Winter Soldier, only because it was a little heavy on the Big Brother thing.
Well, no, this is this is for DC, not Marvel.
Oh, DC. Oh. Well, Batman wasn't really. The Batman movies weren't really about fun. They were.
Well, that's just it. I mean, they're just like, the person was like, it's not necessarily about having fun. You can do good. You just gotta not make us eat so much. That kind of thing. And they're like, just do what your TV shows do. They're serious when they need to be. They're like funny when they want to be. So just do that.
Yep.
Because I guess they're talking about like they're making insinuations that Flash and Cyborg will be like the same movie.
Okay.
It was just like, is this necessary? We don't know.
Well, I mean, Cyborg is. I guess it depends on the iteration. Some iterations he's pretty snarky, and some of them he's not.
Well, he's usually pretty snarky in almost all of them. He's smart in all of them too, but he definitely has his sense of humor is usually pretty good. Like for instance, this is kind of, I don't know, this isn't spoilers, but it happens at the end of the Justice League versus Teen Titans, where he shows up, and like I guess Teen Titans are getting their back slapped by the Justice League for congratulations, you did well, yada
Awesome.
yada yada.
Guys, by the way.
Oh, okay. And then Cyborg shows up and goes, "Yeah, pizza by BoomTube," and of course he's in Justice League at this point, and he's kind of looking at his Justice League. Justice League look back at him, and then they just say, "Good job," and they hang up, and he goes, "Well, that was awkward." So, he always has a sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously in some versions it's a little different, but he always has one. He's always very smart too. So
Right. Yep.
But I mean, I love who they got to be his dad. I mean, for crying out loud.
I don't know.
I mean, have you seen the Batman versus Superman yet?
Nope.
No. Yeah, their dad is. Boy, what was he was in the Eureka? Did you ever watch Eureka?
Yeah, he was the mechanic.
He was Henry in Eureka.
Yeah, that you told me.
Yeah. It was really cool to see him. I'm just like, oh, it's him. You know?
Yep. Yeah, I'm hoping to go see it sometime this weekend.
Yeah.
Now that the move is done, I can actually focus on things other than moving.
But it's pretty funny. I was thinking about it, and people like the news again is saying how like divided, the reception of the movie is, but then they were like, just like everything with comic books, that people, those who like it, those who don't. And I'm like, well, what's the difference between that and like Marvel? But I think what it is Marvel just people tend to. It's not that more people like it; it's just that less people hate it.
Honestly, I think the Marvel movies are more fun than the DC movies.
Often, but I'm beginning to find out, at least the movies, Marvel is a good deal brighter.
Yes.
There's a little more comedy involved.
Exactly.
That's what I mean. It's not so grit
by fun. Like I find myself chuckling and just kind of generally smiling to the movies, whereas with the DC ones, they're a lot heavy. They're a lot heavier and they're more thought. And it's like, well, which is fine. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just want to go in and be like, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, there's a couple of parts in the.
Don't need
Do we want to kill him?
Nope.
Well, we can't kill him.
Too late.
Shit, I'm dead. Forget it. Actually, you know what? He's 61. We can kill him.
Yeah, we can kill him easily. And we'll just wait for him to respawn.
Why do we have to wait for him to respawn?
Well, when we come back to kill him for the quest.
Oh, okay.
Because eventually we come back in and take out the leader guys. All right.
But I mean, to be honest, I mean, Straw Hat, who's been on this show with us, he hated the movie. He couldn't stand it. He's telling everybody not to bother with it. He can't stand anything they had to do with it, and he is very unhappy that I enjoyed it.
Well, I mean, one thing that I find surprising is how much it's dropped in week 2. It dropped 68% from week 1 to week 2, which is very bad. But
I don't think it's any worse than any other movie.
No,
it's just not as good as what they want.
It is worse than a lot of other movies. Most movies don't drop 70% from week 1 to week 2.
That's not true. A lot of them do. It's just not the big ones that they were hoping this one would be.
Right. Like it basically says that, like this movie was. Some people were predicting, can this movie break $1 billion? Not a chance.
It probably will worldwide once everything's said and done.
Maybe, but not if it's something that dropped 70%. Most of the other movies increased or stayed the same with the big ones. But I'm not saying anything about the movie, good or bad. Just that's we need 3 more nights.
I don't know.
So I don't know. I'll see it this weekend and see what I think about it. I mean, I'm going in with not necessarily low expectations, but I'm just kind of hoping to see, I don't know, some good fights and stuff like that. So I have a feeling I'll come out of it going, okay, all right. Like most people that I've talked to have been like, it was a good movie. Nobody said it was amazing. Nobody said it was terrible. So I'm going to go like, okay, it's a good movie. And so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it at some point. Although tomorrow night, I have to say I'm very excited. The local movie theater is doing a showing of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So I get to see that on the big screen, which I'm very excited for. We need nothing. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Now where?
Well, first we got to deal with this sorcerer that spawned right behind us. And then, you know what? Since we're over here, let's go down. Let's go do the warp rifts.
Okay.
All right, let's just sit down around these guys because unfortunately, I think the knights have a charge, which is annoying.
Yeah, they stun you.
Yeah, I was like, I remember a lot of these things in here being annoying.
Yeah.
So,
Most of the time, I just think people have a bee up their butt when it comes to movies.
well, people expect more than you do from movies most of the time. You have the amazing ability to enjoy movies because you don't care about things that a lot of other people care about, which is fine. So, but unfortunately, a lot of people, there are things that people want from movies. Like I want plot. I want things to make sense. I don't want it to just be, oh, we're doing it because it's convenient. No, you have to make me understand why this is happening because that's.
Why not think about it and actually have a thought process behind? Okay, why does this make sense? What are the possibilities behind it? Why do you need it hand fed to you?
Well, to be honest, because that's the movie's job.
Not necessarily. The whole point. Movies are a modern form of storytelling.
Correct.
Stories used to teach you things, so you had to think about it.
Right.
I mean, reading books. One of my favorite parts about reading any novel, to be honest, is after I'm done and I read about and I think about, okay, what are the implications behind this?
Right, but I guess the question is, what did you quote unquote have to think about and learn with the Batman v Superman movie? Because by your, that's.
Well, that's just it. It's not about. It's also about how are they going to interact this with everything else. And you have to remember, this whole Batman versus Superman movie is a part one, and that's the other part is that Straw Hat was like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm like, of course not. It's part one. It's not going to make sense until like part 2 or 3. Star Wars took 20 years to make sense, and that's because about 30 odd authors decided to write books about it that filled in the gaps. So, and people don't mind those anyway.
No.
So.
No, that's true. But it's like one thing that someone mentioned, and again, having not seen it, I kind of have to take it on their word, and I could be completely wrong. Is it does seem like Superman and Batman go from being mortal enemies to best friends at the drop of a hat, and it's like,
well,
and it's like
they do, but I don't know about drop of the hat. I like the reasoning behind it.
Okay, so there was a reason.
There was a reason, however slim. But if you look at the stories behind it, the other ones that like where they fought, I got knocked off my horse. Hold on a second. They very often come to blows quickly and then just as quickly stop, because some greater evil shows up. I mean, it happens. I mean, they don't make any bones about it. Who the real bad guy is in the movie.
Sure.
And it's just like, it's just who they are. It's just like our own personal issues are not as important as helping, making sure this city doesn't like burn down around our ears.
Right. Okay, so at least because that was the complaints.
So I need I get like 11 more of those spin leaf things.
Oh yeah, I need 1 billion more. So.
Okay. I was just like, okay, good, because I only found two, the one you picked up and the one I picked up.
Dang! Congrats.
Yay! Thank you.
Ooh, I'm now friendly with Rama. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, check your inventory for a mysterious tome, by the way.
Yes.
So. Battle horn. Blah, blah, blah. Anybody else got a damn quest while we're here?
It's like, I'm surprised this place doesn't turn into a...
Oh, they didn't have phasing. They didn't have phasing back then.
No. Though, like over here, I expect this to be an inn of some sort, but it's not.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just someone who sells stuff.
All right. So this one apparently we're getting a battle horn instead of a book like we did for the Alliance version.
Yay!
No, because Horde.
Yeah. The one thing they do try to cram 3 major storylines into one movie, but and people are just like, that doesn't make any sense. But I'm like, well, this is what they used to do before Marvel decided to take the long route and make it over 5 movies. So everybody suddenly became super spoiled when it came to those sort of things.
I know, right? That is true.
It's like, this is the way it was done. Yeah, I got a battle horn. Now what?
Now we go back and turn in the battle horn.
Oh, all right.
Yep. All right.
But to be all honest, what I really, really like, to be honest, that I am so happy about, every single one of them says Ben Affleck's pretty good. Every single one says that. He's like, he actually does a good job.
Yep. That's what I've heard too. They're like, I guess it helps that he's playing an older Batman, so he doesn't have to be all,
He's not super charming. He's very broody. I mean, exceptionally broody.
Yeah.
He's a guy that's burned out. He's been doing this for, at this point, like 20 odd years at this point.
Yeah,
and so he's just like, I am so sick of this. But man, that guy, Ben Affleck, got so ripped for this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy levels of ripped. Like they showed him doing like a workout scene, and it showed him doing like a pull-up thing.
Yep.
With a belt attached to him with like 100 extra pounds.
So we're gonna blow a horn in a second here. I just want to clear this guy out, so.
Sure.
Because he may give blood. Hopefully, you get credit for this kill.
If not, we'll do it again. So we're killing the orc, huh?
Yep. Did you get credit for that?
Yes.
Yay.
Yay.
Let's see what we got. Oh, there's some plants around here. Let's go plant hunting.
There's one. There's two. I'll go get this one.
Oh, for
You know what? It just dawned on me. Final Fantasy does not have this sort of quest.
what's the gather quest?
The gathering quest. They don't have them.
Huh.
They have the go kill stuff and bring me what their beak or their asshole or whatever, you know.
Right.
But not this. Hey, go pick this stuff off the ground.
Interesting.
Huh? I just had that thought. Interesting. I wonder if that's a conscious choice.
I would have to assume so.
You think so?
Well, given that pretty much every other MMO has that, they would have had to say, okay, what kind of quest do we want? Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, look.
These do me
Ooh.
absolutely no good.
Well, that staff is actually quite a big improvement.
Yeah, but it won't look like the staff of Jordan.
I can transmog.
We can fix
Oh,
that.
that one you have to report to someone. Oh, this is